What's up? Yeah, dude, what's going on? Fears, audience, fears. What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing fantastic. Up now, but last night it was pouring down. Today it's been nothing but like drizzling. Drizzle all day long. We got another hurricane coming. I'm hoping that one will pass me by because, man, the first one I was very lucky, and my heart goes out to all the people that got affected by the hurricane. So I'm sending love and I'm sending blessings and I'm sending prayers to not only those people that got affected, but their families, because houses have been destroyed, water's going down streets. I mean, it's insane, you guys. So I was lucky for the first hurricane to pass me by. I hope, praying to God that that the hurricane will pass me by on the second time around. But I should be fine. I've got lights. I mean, I've got 2 flashlights. I've got batteries. I've got plenty of water, and I've got canned food. So I should be good. I have my emergency hurricane kit, so I think I'll be all right. I just gotta, knuckle down and kind of ride out the storm. Anyway, today's topics are we're going to do 2 top 10 lists. Then I was so tired last night. I didn't get to story time. So today we're going to tell not just stories about me, but we're going to tell some stories about Eric, my best friend, because man, Eric's got some stories. Some that I've been there with them and some I haven't. But man, I've selected a couple of stories for today. And then we're going to review the Kissimmee CollectorFest. That was a good con. That was a really good con. So I thought I could review it for you guys because, man, Jeff is like stepping up his game, man. Well, his game was already stepped up. You know what I'm trying to say? And but man, the con was awesome. Very good, very enjoyable, very nice. Let's open up the chat. I thought I could review it for you guys. There we go. Yo! What's up, N4? What's up, Daniela? How am I feeling? I'm feeling much better. Much better. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what it was. I must have ate something bad. Either they undercooked my burger or overcooked my burger. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was bad. I got to the front gates of Halloween Horror Nights, and man, I was puking up a lung. It was insane. And Boy says, Fears, Sega Camp, sent Milton after you. No. Can we see the hurricane kit? I think I've already showed it to you, Man4. I showed you guys my hurricane kit whenever I bought it. And I bought it I think a year and a half ago. Anyway, I'll be right back. I forgot to use the restroom, so I'm going to use the restroom real quick. And then get back to get back to the stream. So give me two minutes. I'll be right back. Check out my awesome coffee cup. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. I'm back. Alright. N4 says, well, be safe, bud. I appreciate that. Like I said, my heart goes out to all of the hurricane survivors. And, I mean, the first hurricane caused so much property damage. People died. So it affected everybody's jobs and families and stuff. So my heart goes out to not only the people that survived the hurricane, but the people that got affected by the hurricane and their families, because I'm sure it affected their families too. But I'm lucky and I'm blessed that the hurricane passed me by. So I hope it passes me by the second time around. So yeah. But and for Daniela, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's been a pretty good day. I didn't have to go to work last night because I took yesterday off to take Eric to the airport. So pretty much last night I did a little bit of editing, and then I got really tired because I guess the weekend like caught up with me, because me and Eric were just like go, and we were going to all these like tourist attractions and all these like conventions, and then going to restaurants and stuff. I was like, I'm tired. So after I did a little bit of editing and after I had a little dinner, I watched 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine, and then I conked out, man. I was so tired. So, anyway, well, before we get into everything, Fears has got to catch up on some horror movies. Case in point. So let's go to the wall and pick something for what I'm going to watch tonight. Right over here. All right. So these down I've already watched, but those up there, I have not watched yet. I just put them there to kind of open this up. So, let's go with The Tall Man. It's some type of like psychological like horror. So I'm going to go with The Tall Man, and let's go with this. Those two. So an imaginary friend comes to life and I guess starts killing people or something. I don't know what was going on. But yeah. Let's go with those two. All right, now that we've selected something, today's topics, like I said, I'm going to tell some stories about me and Eric. Eric is one of my best friends, and oh my gosh, he's probably got more stories than I do. Then we're going to talk about the Kissimmee CollectorFest, which is a big convention, and Kissimmee's like just right down the road, like right down that way. Then we're going to do 2 top 10s. So yeah. Anyway. Let's start with some stories. Okay. So, I have selected, I'll start with 2 stories. If you guys want more stories, then we'll do. So, the first one is with me, Eric, Tom, Eric's girlfriend at the time, our friend Kurt. I think Trent was not there. Oh, no, he was there. Trent was there. Kurt was there. Kurt's girlfriend. So, we're all camping way out in, like, Farmington, Missouri, which is, like, hours away from St. Louis, Missouri. And we went to this place called Offsets. And basically, Offsets, back in the day, was this big, like, quarry. And I don't know, I think like in the 80s they abandoned the quarry. And the quarry filled up with water. And now it's this gigantic lake. And it's a very deep lake because it's a quarry. It is like 30 feet deep, probably, if not more. And people go there to swim and jump off the mountain into the quarry water. And It's a massive lake, so we always went there and jumped off. Filmed a whole bunch of stuff for, like, our Jackass video and all that. So, as the night goes on, we get more drunk and more drunk and more drunk. And I was like, oh man, this ain't good. And, I mean, nothing bad happened. A bunch of hilarious stuff happened, but nothing bad happened. So we're drinking and drinking, and Eric called me before the trip and said, hey, Fears, you know what we should do? One night, he goes, you need to bring your Michael Myers mask and your Michael Myers, like, mechanic suit, dress up as Michael Myers, and scare my girlfriend and scare all of her girlfriends, because all of Aaron's girlfriends, you know, came on the trip. And I said, that would be fun. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, just one night on the trip, just say you're going to go to the bathroom and then, like, sneak behind the tent and, like, put the mechanic suit on, you know, with the white mask and just scare the absolute shit out of them. And I was like, I can do that. I can definitely do that. So I thought that was it. So I go. I was like, yeah. I said, I think I'm going to turn in early. And they're like, all right, Fears, good night. So I acted like I went into the tent. And then on the other side of the tent, there's another exit. So I just went in, zipped it up. Inside the tent, I put the mechanic suit on with the white mask. Quietly, I opened up the back of the tent, snuck out, went into the woods around our campsite, waited for the perfect moment. They're still talking, drinking, going nuts. I saw Erin and one of her girlfriends get up, and they walk over near the cooler to get some more beer or whatever they were going to drink. So they had their backs turned, right? So Eric knew kind of where I was, and I kind of came out of the woods, and I was like, hey, now? And he's like, shh, you know, like that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, go now, go now, go now. So I was like, all right. So I snuck up, got right behind him, and I didn't have, like, a fake knife, so I just kind of, like, went like that and scared the absolute bejesus out of them. Bejesus out of them. And they're like, who's under that mask? And I pull the mask out. They're like, oh, Fears, you dick. And I was like, I had nothing to do with this. I'm like, it was all Eric's idea. And I'm like, but I thought it was funny. You know, I said, if you're going to blame anyone, blame Eric. And Aaron was all like, why'd you do that? And he's like, because it's funny. It's hilarious. It was pretty hilarious. It was pretty hilarious. So, I thought that was the end of the night. Well, with my friends, they always like to out-top each other. We always like to out-top each other. We always like to make it even more hilarious. My friend Tommy comes up and he goes, Fears, give me the mask. And I said, do you want to scare someone? He goes, oh, yeah. I said, well, here's the mechanic suit. He goes, I don't need the mechanic suit. And I was like, all right. So, well, if you don't need the mechanic suit, I'm going to just put it back in my bag. So I unzipped the mechanic suit, and I put my T-shirt back on and blah, 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 and got back into my normal clothes, and I put away the mechanic suit. And I said, what are you going to do with just the mask? And he's like, oh, Fears, you'll find out. And I was like, all right. Okay. Because I didn't know really where Tommy was going with this. So, yeah. Nancy says, I grew up next to a stone quarry, had a 75 a spot to jump. I never did. Damn. But, yeah. Well, no, I didn't mean it that way, Nancy. I had something to do with it. I meant I didn't have anything to do with making up the idea. You know, that was all Eric. Eric made the idea. Obviously I had something to do with it. Because, like, Aaron was all like, whose idea was this? And I was like, I had nothing to do with it. I'm like, Eric, and I pointed at it. I said, Eric was the mastermind behind this. So I had something to do with the prank, but I didn't come up with the idea. So, yeah. That's a big drop, Nancy. 75. That's nuts. I mean, that's pretty high. I mean, damn. That is really high. Damn. Well, I don't know how big I don't know how tall the quarry was, but it was high. Because I remember we were on this bluff, and you would run up, jump off the bluff, and then you would land in the quarry. Because the quarry was a gigantic hole, but because they abandoned it, it just filled up with water, so it kind of turned into a lake. And I can't tell you how deep that was, Nancy. It was deep. It was really deep. So, yeah, I mean, it was pretty far down. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the story. So I go back to the campfire, and I was like, I wonder what Tom's going to do just with the mask. And I went over to Eric, and by this point, we're all drunk, and I'm like, Eric, come here, man, come here. And he's like, oh, Fears, that was great. I said, oh, I said, did you like it? He goes, yeah, man. He goes, that was the perfect prank. We scared the hell out of Aaron. He goes, it couldn't have went better. And I was like, cool, buddy. And I said, hey, do you know where Tom is? And he goes, I don't know where the hell he went. He said he told me to go. He told me to go back to the campfire while he goes out in the woods and takes a piss. I said, yeah, but I said, he's been out in the woods for a long time. I said, it doesn't take that long, to take a pee. And he's like, I don't know where he is, Fears. So I'm like, all right. So it's me, Trent, Tom, Aaron, my friend Kurt's girlfriend, which is Aaron's girlfriend, and my friend Jesse and his wife. Like, we're all around the campfire, and nobody knows where the hell Tom is. Well, apparently Tom thought, oh, I'll go out into the woods and I'll get butt-ass naked and just wear a Michael Myers mask. So he had a Michael Myers mask, and then he had his flip-flops on, right? And I was like, oh my God. So he runs out, scares the bejesus out of everyone. He's butt-ass naked, right? Butt-ass naked with the Michael Myers mask on. He starts chasing Eric. Eric starts running away. Everyone starts laughing. I'm like, I don't really want to see one of my best friends like ding-a-ling, But it was all hanging out. And I was like, I really don't want to see this image. I was laughing, but I was like, well, now I have the image of my best friend Tommy's ass and his little ding-a-ling. So I didn't really want to see that. I will admit, it was funny, but I was like, I really don't want to see his ding-a-ling. But I'm like, well, there it is. So he takes off running. Eric's like, what the hell are you doing? Chases Eric, and everyone's like, Tom, that was funny, but go put on some clothes. Well, apparently he did not put any clothes on. He just kept running around butt-ass naked. And he ran out into the woods still with the Michael Myers mask. And I was like, well, as long as he's in the woods and away from us, that's fine. So an hour goes by, and of course, everybody likes to out-top each other. Oh, my God. So Eric comes up and goes, Fears, I've got to out-top Tommy. I was like, oh, God. I'm like, I don't know if that's untoppable, buddy. I'm like, he's running around as a naked Michael Myers. I'm like, I don't know if you can top that. And he's like, Fears, there's always a way to out-top Tommy. Or in general. And I was like, I'm like, all right, buddy. I'm like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm not getting naked. I told Eric that right off the bat. I'm like, I'm not getting naked. I'm like, if you want to pull a prank, I will help you pull off the prank. But I said, I'm not getting naked. And he went, fair enough, Fears. I said, I'm not getting naked. I said, there's no way that's happening. And he goes, do you know where that lantern is? And I said, yeah. I said, I think it's in the car, because we went camping for at least like a week. And Tommy or Eric brought like an actual like lantern, so you could light up the whole, like the whole cabin. I mean, the whole tent and the whole campground. And I said, well, we don't need that right now. I said, we got a campfire going. He goes, oh, no, Fears. No. He goes, I'm not going to use the lantern for light. He goes, I'm going to use it for comedic relief. And I was like, oh, God. I'm like, Eric, what are you up to? So I'm like, he's like, Fears, it's going to be fucking hilarious. Just go get the lantern. I'm like, all right. And I looked at him and I said, Eric, you're not shy about being naked. I'm shy. I said, I'm not getting naked. I swear to God. I'm like, it's not going to happen. Because I was like, I know what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to like conjure me into like getting naked and like pulling a prank on Tom. I was like, I'm not getting naked. It's not going to happen. And he's like, no. He goes, I'm going to freak out Tom. And I was like, all right. So I went, got the lantern, come back. He's standing by the tent. I'm like, where do you want? He goes, just give me the lantern and like go back to the campfire and act like nothing's going on. I'm like, all right. So finally Tommy comes back. And Nancy, he sits down at the campfire, butt-ass naked. I was like, Tom, I have had enough. I had to finally say something. I said, Tom, can I have my Michael Myers mask back? I said, I've had enough of seeing you naked. I said, go put on some clothes. I said, the joke's over. And he was like, Fears, this is fucking hilarious. I said, you're drunk. It was funny for the first 2 minutes, but I'm like, I've had enough. He finally goes, puts on some clothes. Eric wandered off because everyone's drunk. I don't know where the hell Eric went. But a half an hour goes by, nothing. And I'm kind of looking around like, where the hell did he go with that lantern? So our campsite was here. About 2 to 3 minutes away, there was another campsite. There was another campsite full of like a bunch of like college girls that they were like celebrating that they got into a fraternity or something. So they came over and they were like, what the hell is going on? And I said, what are you talking about? And they said, are you guys doing this? And I said, doing what? And they said, we heard a bunch of yelling and screaming and laughing. And I was like, well, you're going to have to be more, give me more of the story. And they said, well, first off, they're like, we're roasting marshmallows and we saw a naked Michael Myers run by. I'm like, I'm really sorry about that. I'm like, my friend is drunk and he was trying to like make my friends laugh. I'm like, he's dressed now. And then they're like, well, if it was that, we would just be fine. They said, we saw somebody else naked. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, what now? I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, well, what else did you see? They said, we saw a guy wearing a blanket over his head, carrying a lantern, and he's walking through the woods naked. I'm like, that's probably my buddy Eric. And I said, I hope he didn't interrupt. They said, no, he didn't interrupt us. He just walked through the woods and he was screaming at the top of his lungs. And I went, okay. So finally Eric comes around, jumps out, scares the absolute living shit out of Tommy. Everyone laughs. And then Trent had enough, Nancy, right? So finally Trent's like, all right, Lubes, go put your fucking clothes on, and that's it. So that was like one of the craziest stories that ever happened between me and Eric. I was laughing, but I was like, I really don't want to see one of my best friends, let alone two of my best friends ding-a-ling. But I saw two of my best friends ding-a-ling, and I was like, yeah, I really didn't want to see that. But yeah. So that was kind of a crazy story. It was funny, but I really could have went without seeing that image. Nancy says, well, Fears, that's country fun. Someone always ends up getting naked. Well, apparently that night. Thank God it wasn't me getting naked. So there it is. Heroes, what's up, heroes? Listen, it had nothing. It was no gayness happening. I think they were just trying to do it for the funny factor. The funny factor. But what's up, dude? Good to see you. LOL. What Puerto Rican boys don't play like that? I know better, LC. Well, there you go. There you go. Speaking of which, let me call LC. LC, you missed a hell of a convention, man. Me and my buddy Eric went to the Kissimmee CollectorFest. Oh, my God. Dude, I got so much cool stuff. I showed pretty much everything. The only thing I forgot to show you guys, it's over here. I can't remember if I was a little tired last night. I can't remember if I showed you guys this. I showed everything but this. Dude, LC, check it out. An original live action like book. Like when I was a kid, I used to read all these books about movies, and I loved this movie. I mean, I still love this movie as an adult, but I really loved this movie as a kid. And it's got like pictures. It's got like pictures like from the movie. So yeah. So it's a great piece to the collection, my friends. Hell yeah. And LC, I finally revealed my my costume last night. But I'll show it again. Fears is gonna be the Ghostface Killer for Halloween. That's right. Fears is going to be the Ghostface Killer for Halloween. I am so excited. I cannot wait to do a live stream as the Ghostface. I'll probably make a couple of TikToks as Ghostface. So, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Daniela says, yeah, dude, Mario Brothers. See, Danielle, you know what I'm talking about. The live-action Mario is great. I would love for them to either do a sequel to that movie, or I would love for them to do another live-action Mario, because they made that back in, like, 1993. Now we have all this technology. I would love to see maybe, like, I don't know who would make a good Mario, but I would love for them to, like, have somebody, like, jump down, like a live-action Mario jump down a green, like, pipe, like from the video game. I think it would be fucking awesome. But you'd have to find, like, the right guy to play Luigi and the right guy to play Mario. But LC plays more video games than I do, so I'm going to call LC, and we'll see if we can figure this out. Not that I'm saying that Bob Hopkins and that Italian guy, or is he Italian? I can't remember. The other guy. The same guy that was Luigi was the same guy that was in Land of the Dead, which, by the way, my buddy Jason just watched Land of the Dead a couple days ago. And, oh wait, no. Yeah, he did. He watched Land of the Dead and Day of the Dead. And Jason told me that he's seen Land of the Dead before, but he had never seen Day of the Dead. Jason, you're my buddy. You're my pal. But, dude, I can't believe you've never seen Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead, well, now he's seen it, but I can't believe he hadn't seen it before. Dude, Jason, Day of the Dead is a fucking classic. You know, the best one is where that fat guy, like, runs up to that zombie, and he knocks the fucking zombies, like, I guess the zombie was whenever he died, he was a construction worker, and the zombie still had the construction hat, and the big fat, like, military guy goes, hey, nice hat, asshole, and he, like, knocks a little fucking, construction hat off the guy's head, and then he, like, ends up killing the guy. I fucking lost my mind when he did that. Let's see here. Daniela says, that would be cool, right? I would love to see another live-action version of Super Mario Brothers. But I'm telling you, Daniela, they would have to find the most epic actor to play, like I'm not saying Bob Hopkins didn't do a good job with Mario. He did, and he had the flowing mustache and the whole 9 yards. But now that Bob Hopkins has passed away, they need to find another actor to play a live action Mario, and then another guy to play a perfect, like, Luigi, like, his brother, and just have, like, them, like, throw some shells, and knock out some turtles and dive down like a fucking gigantic, green. Sewer pipe. I think it'd be awesome. So, yeah. That's not true, LC. I never once said that I was going to be Princess Peach. You lie! You lie. And you guys can go back in the streams. I said that it was down to 2 costumes. I said I was either going to be the Ghostface Killer, or I was going to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I think I'll do Stay Puft next year. Unless I find something epic, more epic than Stay Puft next year, I think Stay Puft is going to be next year. But that was a hard choice. I was like, do I want to go, like, classic slasher movie, or do I want to go classic, my favorite movie, Ghostbusters? So it was a hard pick, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, I can do Ghostbusters any day. I said I've always wanted, the only other serial killer that I've dressed up as, when I was in high school, every single year in high school, I dressed up as Michael Myers. And I was like, man, I've done Michael Myers to death. I'm like, it's time to dress up as another serial killer. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, I've always liked the Ghostface Killer. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, let's do the Ghostface Killer. So, yeah. And you know what, Danielle? It's the classic sparkly one. It's the sparkly Ghostface Killer, where he's got the sparkle black gloves and the sparkle costume with the hood. Because I went and I said, I want it to be as screen accurate as possible. So I decided to go with the classic white mask. I I showed you guys in the vlog, I almost went with the Scream 6 ghost face mask where it was kind of like decaying. I almost did that. I almost did it. I was that close, and I said, nah. I said, maybe another year. I said, I'll go classic ghost face, like the clear white mask. I was like, let's do that. Let's see. Daniela says, great costume, by the way. The classic Scream costume. My brother had one growing up. But the bloody version. Oh, yeah, the bloody mask. Well, the bloody mask, I think, is like in Scream 3. After, like, he stabs a couple people, he gets a little blood splotches, like, on his white face. So I know what you're talking about, Danielle. He had a heart with red paint, and he would pump it so the red could pour over the mask. Oh, that's awesome. It scared him so much he wouldn't wear it. Well, there you go. That's what it's supposed to do, you know? That's what Halloween's all about. All right, let me call LC. By the way, I recently went to Atomic Horror. How great is their logo? Oh, my God. Their logo is so awesome with like, the zombie hand. It's pretty awesome. And it's a really, 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 really comfy shirt. It's really comfy. It's really nice. Let me call LC real quick. LC, I'm going to call you on the Discord. I haven't talked to LC in a couple days. But, man, it was a great hangout with me and my buddy Eric. It just sucks that one night I got sick. Oh, man, I was sicker than a dog that night. Ugh, it was horrible. Give me 1 second, LC. All right, let's see here. Here, LC, let me try and call you on my... Or I could try and call you on Facebook. Hang on. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I'll just try and call you on Facebook. All right, give me 1 second, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, Daniela, that is a cool mask. But I decided to go... I mean, the bloody mask... I'm not saying the bloody mask isn't cool, because... it is cool. I'm just saying, I was like, there's a couple of ways to go about this. I'm like, bloody mask, white mask. I'm like, decaying mask, you know, where it's like brown and white, like it's decaying, like out of Scream 6. I almost did that route. I was like, because I love that decaying mask. Because it looked so cool in the movie. I was like, Fears, you may want to go that route. But I thought, well, the first time... I said, this is the first time I'm going to portray the Ghostface kill, where I'm like, might as well go classic with it. So, yeah. All right, let me find LC. LC, I'm going to call you on Heroes and Villains Collectibles on Facebook. And if that doesn't work, then I'll give you a call on my phone, buddy. By the way, new hat, guys. I love it. LC, where the fuck are you? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Yo! Yo, 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 yo!
Yo, yo, yo. Hey, let me call you right back. Give me like 5 minutes. A friend of mine just got here, and I'll call you right back on Facebook.
Do you want me to call you back on this or on the Discord?
No. Do it on this, because the Discord, my son is using the Discord on the computer.
All right, I got you, buddy. I'll call you in like 5 or 10 minutes. All right. LC's busy real quick. He told me to call him about 10. So I'm going to give it like 10, 20 minutes, and I'll give him a call back. All right. No worries, LC. All right. Nancy says the white mask is better. Well, I don't know if it's better, Nancy. I'm just saying it's more classic. You know, I thought, well, this is my first time portraying Ghostface. You know, so I was like, I can always. I mean, there's going to be many more Halloweens to come. So I was like, the first time around, let me go classic. Anyway, while we're waiting for LC, let me tell another Eric story. So that was the first story, Nancy. Let me select another one. Let's see, God, because Eric, like me, Eric has got so many classic stories. So that was the classic camping story. All right, another one. I cannot believe Eric decided to do this. So this happened like in high school, going into community college, and Jackass had just came. I don't know if it just came out, but that's when we were filming all those Jackass stunts. Because me and my friends was like, "Fuck it, Fears!" Like he goes, not only can we watch Jackass the movie, like we'll just make our own Jackass movie. And I was like, I'm down. Most of my fans have seen it. There's only a couple copies. I edited me, Tom, and Eric edited it. I got a copy. Tom got a copy. Eric got a copy. Trent got a copy, and I believe Jesse got a copy, because that's like our core friends. Anyone else that was in the movie didn't get a copy, and basically the main characters of our movie was me, Tom, and Eric. Trent and Jesse and all the other guys, they came out filming whenever they could. But me, Eric, and Tom, right after work, we would just dive in Eric's truck and we would film whatever. So Eric and Tom are a lot more adventurous than I am. But I gotta admit, this idea that Eric came up with was fucking hilarious. One night he's like, Fears, he goes, as soon as you get off of work, meet me over at my house. When I was like, all right. And he goes, bring your video camera. I said, I left my video camera in my back seat, from last weekend. We were filming. I just didn't take it out of my car. I'm like, I'm at work right now. And he's like, that's good. He goes, is the camera charged? I'm like, I don't know if it's fully charged, but I said, I'm sure it's charged a little bit. And he's like, yeah, just bring it. He goes, we'll charge it at my house. I got an idea. I was like, oh man. I'm like, all right, here we go. And he's like, Fears, this is going to be epic. I get over there, and he tells me the idea, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I said, oh my God. I said, but buddy, I got to admit, I said, that is pretty legendary. So the idea was, he said, Fears, what if you and Trent were across the street, parked, and he goes, have Nick film it across the way. And I said, well, why do me and Trent have to be across the way? He goes, I want you and Trent to look out for cops. He said, because if a cop sees me do this, we'll probably go to jail. And I was like, all right. So he said, I want Nick to film it. I don't know why he wanted Nick to film it, because at the end, you're going to laugh. Nick missed the fucking shot, and Nick can't film worth a shit. I tell Eric, I'm like, I went to film school. You should have had me film it. Well, by then, I hadn't went to film school yet, but I was taking film school classes in community college. So I don't know why he wanted Nick to film it. I should have filmed it, because I know how to film a fucking shot, but it is what it is. So on the other side of the street, so let's say this is the street, right? I'm here, Trent's here, Nick's here, and Nick is filming that way. Eric's got his car right here in a parking lot. There's a highway right here. So there's a restaurant here. He's in the restaurant parking lot, right? And he said, Fears, what I want to do is, that busy highway? And I said, yeah. And he goes, wouldn't it be hilarious if I parked my car in that restaurant across the street of the highway, and then all of a sudden you zoom in, you film me, open up the back trunk, I pop out of the back trunk only in my boxer shorts, and I've got duct tape over my mouth, and I've got duct tape around my hands like somebody kidnapped me, and I start screaming at the top of my lungs, and I run across the highway, in between cars, and have people freak out. And I was like, that is pretty funny, buddy. I'm like, I don't want you to get hurt. I'm like, I don't want you to get hit by a car, because that's a pretty busy road. And a pretty busy highway. And he's like, I'll be fine, Fears. And I was like, all right, man. So we line up the shot. And I told Nick, I said, Nick, this button is to record. I said, this button is to zoom in. Push this button. I said, push the same button, but reverse it to zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. The red button, push it once to record, push it once to stop recording. How can you screw that up? So, this is how Nick screwed it up. He hit the record button, and I said, you should zoom in. I said, this is what I would do, if I was filming. But again, I don't know why Eric wanted Nick. He probably wanted Nick to film because Nick is a good friend of ours, and Nick hadn't done anything for the film, and Nick kept saying, I want to be in it, Fears. I want to help film. I want to do something. And so Eric was like, let's just let Nick film this. And I was like, all right. Because I thought Nick could get the shot. I really thought, because Nick's not an idiot. Nick's a smart guy, And I've known Nick. I still know him, and I'm 40. I've known Nick since I was 11, 12, somewhere around there. So Eric calls me on the phone and was like, hey, Pierce, are you ready? And I said, yeah, are you ready? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm in my back seat, and I'm going to strip down to my boxer shorts. And he goes, Aaron's going to help put the duct tape. So Aaron was with us. Aaron helped put the duct tape on his lips, and Aaron put the duct tape around his hands. And Eric crawled into the trunk by his back seat. You know how you can pop the back seat so nobody would see him on the outside? I was like, oh, that's genius. I'm like, everyone's going to see the trunk pop up. And there was people in the restaurant parking lot. So they were probably thinking, like, who the fuck is this? So I said, Eric, I said, give Aaron your phone. I said, when I text message you go, that's when you go. And Aaron was laying down in the back seat telling Eric, all right, go now. So I said, all right. I said, Nick, are you ready to go? And he goes, I'm ready, Fears. I said, start recording now. And I said, Nick, this is how I would film it. I said, I would push record. I said, when the trunk pops open, I said, I would zoom in, get Eric coming out of the trunk. I said, and then zoom out and get him running across the highway. And then when he gets close to us, zoom in a little bit, and then you'll get the whole shot. He was like, yeah, that sounds good, Fears. And I was like, I know it sounds good. I'm like, that's how they taught me in, film class. And if he would have done that, it would have came out perfect. But I guess Nick did it by accident. He hits record. I say, go for it, Eric. Eric pops open the trunk, starts screaming, even with the tape over his mouth, starts running. We're all laughing, and I guess because Nick thought it was hilarious, he was giggling, and you could hear Nick and me and Trent giggling. Trent's on the fucking ground dying because Eric is like whizzing through cars, and everyone's like looking like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And Nick accidentally kept it in zoom mode, and I was like, you idiot! So he didn't get much of it. He got some of it, but he had it all the way in zoom mode. And Nick's like, can we film it again, Fears? I'm like, no, we can't. Because I guarantee you someone is going to call the cops. So we achieved it a little bit. But I said, if you only would have zoomed in a little bit and then zoomed out, you would have got the fucking shot. But it was still pretty funny. So Eric is a crazy guy, but he's a funny guy. And he's my best friend. He was, oh my God, me and Trent were on the fucking ground just rolling. So, that was a funny night. Because everyone was like... And then I felt so bad. This old lady is driving, and she's all like... all like that. And I can only imagine what she's thinking. She's like, what the fuck is going on? And, oh, it was funny. I need to reheat up my coffee. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. It got a little cold on me, so I'm going to reheat my coffee, but... Just go ahead and chat over that. Yeah, that was a funny night. And then I've got one more story for you guys about Eric, at least tonight, because I could go on and on and on and on about the me and Eric stories, because, oh man, that was a funny night. And thank God, nobody called the cops. Or if someone did call the cops, we got away before they could arrest us. I'll be right back. I will be right back, my friends. But while I'm gone, just go ahead and study this. There we go. Now my coffee is actually hot. Because my coffee was hot, but I guess I was like chatting with you guys and it went cold. And I can't drink cold coffee. I cannot drink cold coffee worth of nothing, guys. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that night was a funny night. All right, let's see. What's another good classic Eric story? Oh, okay. All right. So here's another one, and I can't believe this happened to Eric. I mean, it makes sense now, but back in the day, I was like, we're not doing anything. I mean, well, we were doing something wrong. We were causing chaos, but I didn't think it would escalate this far. So one of my best friends, his name is Sean, back in the day, and Sean's dad took karate. And Sean came up to me and said, "Hey, Fears, whenever you get your black belt," I don't know what type of karate my friend's dad was doing. He goes, "Hey, whenever you get your black belt, they give you a black ninja suit." And I went, and I just sparked an idea. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Hey," I said, "can you let me borrow that fucking ninja suit?" And he goes, "Why?" I said, "Wouldn't it be hilarious, like, if I, like, hid in a trash can, and when people were coming out of the gas station, I, like, jump out of the fucking trash can and, like, fucking, like, kung fu the shit out of them?" So, we were just going to do that. But, of course, like I said, all my friends like to out-top each other. So, I started filming. We got a couple of reactions of me kung fuing the shit out of people when they were coming out of the gas station. One lady was at the pump. She's pumping her gas. And I'm all like, "Hiya!" Like just going nuts on her. And Eric's like, "Fears, I gotta kung fu the shit out of people." And I was like, "All right, man." I said, "All right, buddy." I said, "I'll get out of the kung fu suit." And I said, "I'll film for a little while." Well, Eric decided to take it, step it up a notch. Across the street, I think it was like a Walgreens or like an Aldi's or some type of grocery store, and outside, the workers were protesting, and they had all these, like, signs saying, like, unfair practices, and, like, we want more pay, and blah, blah, blah. And Eric was like, "Fierce, what if I ran into the protest and started kung fuing the protesters?" And I was like, "You can do that if you want, buddy." Well, apparently, there was a cop nearby, and when Eric did that, all of a sudden the cop turned on his lights and because Eric was dressed all in like a black ninja suit, I guess the cop thought that like Eric was like a terrorist, and Eric almost got arrested. Me and Trent and Tom are fucking losing it. We're fucking laughing. And then Trent's like, well, we better go over there and tell the cop that he's not a terrorist and that we're just joking around. We're just filming a video. So I was like, I looked at Trent and I was like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe it's too late, you know, because like the cop is right in Eric's face. And I was like, well, let's go try. I said, let's go try and save our buddy. So me, Tom, Trent, I think Jesse was with us. We went up and we were like, hey, can you not arrest our friend? And by that time, by the time we came over, Eric was trying to explain it to the cop, like, hey, we have nothing to do with this protest. You know, we're just filming a video. And then the cop called Eric an idiot, and Trent said, we're really sorry. We were just joking around. It's just a ninja suit. Like, please don't take our buddy to jail. And I guess the cop like felt sorry for Eric, and he said, get your costume and get the hell out of here right now. He goes, and if I ever see you in a ninja suit around here again when people are protesting, I'm going to take your ass to jail. And we were like, all right, yeah, we're really sorry. And we left. So that was another funny day. Yo, what's up, Yakvo? Yakvo. Kung Fu. I love Kung Fu. That's right. Yakov, have you ever seen the Kung Fu show? Oh, man, it's awesome. Especially out of, Office Space. He goes, I want to take you to dinner, and then I want to go back to our apartment and watch Kung Fu. And then that girl's like, I love Kung Fu. And he's like, Channel 39. She goes, totally. He goes, you should come over to my apartment and watch some Kung Fu. And then she's like, okay, we can do that. I fucking love Office Space. Fucking guy. Oh, man. What's up, Yakovich? Yakovich. That's right. Kung Fu. But you know what I meant, though, buddy. You know what I meant. Speaking of Halloween, Yakovich, Fears decided to go with the Ghostface Killer for Halloween. Yeah. So, I decided to go classic, Yakov. I thought about getting the Scream 6 mask where it's all, like, decrepit and it's, like, decaying. I was that close to buying it. I was like, should I? I thought, well, I've never been the Ghostface. I might as well go classic. So, yeah. Don't let me catch you again, Fears, in a ninja suit, or it's your ass. Well, it wasn't me in a ninja suit. It was at the beginning, but then by the time Eric jumped into it and, like, started Kung Fu-ing the protesters, he was in it. So the cop said that to Eric. And we get in the car, and Eric was like, oh, my God, Fears. He goes, wouldn't it have been nuts if I would have got arrested in a ninja suit? I was like, yeah. I'm like, that would have been pretty hilarious, buddy, and crazy at the same time. So, yeah. So, that's right. So, one of these days, I'll put the whole costume on, and I'll let you guys, let me know what you think, because I put the mask over there, and I got the voice emulator. It's over there on the table. And then the rest of the costume is in here. So, yeah. All right, let's try to call LC back. I hope you guys are having a nice start of your week. I gotta go into work tonight. So, yeah. You know what, Yakov? Tinder Immortal said I should have did that. She said, Fears, you should have bought the Ghostface costume and then wore the scary movie Ghostface with like the tongue hanging out. And I was like, maybe next year I can do that. But I had my heart set on Ghostface, Yakov. I really did. But I mean, that is a good idea because I love the hell out of Scary Movie. Scary Movie is fucking hilarious. So yeah, I've seen almost all of the Scary Movies. I haven't seen them all. I've seen Scary Movie 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of 4, but I haven't seen all the other ones because I think they have like, 5 or 6 Scary Movies? There's a lot of them. So yeah. All right, let me call LC. See what's going on. Yakov, I forgot to tell you. I took a break watching Deep Space Nine while my buddy Eric was here. So I watched 2 episodes tonight. So I'm right in the middle of season 6. So hopefully I have season 6 done by the end of the week, and I can start season 7 next week. Because as soon as I have Deep Space Nine done all in its entirety, I'm gonna do a review on the entire box set, pick out tons of my favorite episodes throughout the whole story of Deep Space Nine. And I'll be honest, Yakov, I'm definitely enjoying it more this time around than last time. So yeah. So I'm halfway through season 6. So I'm almost finished with Deep Space Nine. And then I think after Deep Space Nine, I'm gonna start watching either Star Trek Picard or let's see here. Either I'm going to start Star Trek Picard because there's only 3 seasons of that, or I started Discovery and then I stopped because I watched a couple of episodes of Star Trek Picard. Because I'll be honest, Yakov, Star Trek Picard kind of interested me more than Discovery, but I am a diehard fan, so I had to get everything. I was like, all right, I'll watch a little of this. So I think I'm gonna right after Deep Space Nine. I think I'm gonna start Star Trek Picard, but I'll let you guys know. Nancy says you got some good stories, Fears. Well, I appreciate it, Nancy. I appreciate it. Yeah, we were wild and crazy guys back then. Let's see. The 6th season of 22 episodes in a couple of months is wild. I know. It took me, because I would watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day, Yakov. So it didn't take that long. I think, let's see, from season 1 to season 6 now, because I'm not finished with season 6. I'm right in the middle. I think that took me, I don't know, 2 months. Maybe a month and a half, somewhere around there. So, yeah. So, yep. What's up, John? John says, yo, Fears, do you have any martial arts kung fu movies in your collection? Not the Bruce Lee ones, though. They don't count. Why don't they count? Come on, John. Bruce Lee is the fucking man. They do count. No offense. I know we're buddies, John, but Bruce Lee, it counts. I got a couple Bruce Lees, and then I have a couple of Jackie Chan movies, and then I've got Kung Fu, the television show, and I need to sit down and watch that. I've watched a couple episodes with David Carradine, so I've got a little bit, John, but yeah. A little bit. I need to get more Kung Fu movies, because I need to get some of those Brandon Lee movies. And I've got Brandon Lee as the Crow, because he kind of does a little bit of, not a lot, he does a little bit of karate in the Crow. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I love the Crow. The Crow is fucking great. So I got a little bit, John, but not a lot. I have a little bit. All right, let's call LC. Let's call LC. Let's see how he's doing. He said to call him back in like 10, 20 minutes. Alright. Oh.
What's going on?
Yo. What's up, dude?
Yo. Hold on, let me mute you.
How you been, man?
I'm good. How's everything? Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, my friend Eric was here. We went anywhere and everywhere. There was only one bummer. I got sick on Saturday night, and Eric had to go to Halloween Horror Nights by himself because I was just puking. I was puking out a lung, dude.
Yeah, you gotta chill with these people trying to make you gay and shit. What's up with that?
No, you know what it was? I don't know, like, whenever Jackass came out, you know, me and my friends, we grew up around that. So
Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So we would always try to out-top each other. So my original idea, LC, was me and my friends were out camping. And I thought, I know what I'll do. I said, I'll bring my Michael Myers mask and I'll bring the mechanic suit and I'll freak him out. It started like that. Then my buddy Tommy comes up to me, and I guess I would never get naked in front of another man, but they just don't care. They wanted to make people laugh. So my friend Tommy came up to me and was like, "Hey, Fears, let me borrow your Michael Myers mask." And I was like, "All right." He goes out into the woods, right? Strips down, naked, except for flip-flops, and he puts the Michael Myers mask, runs, jumps out of the woods, scares everybody, then he runs away. Then my buddy Eric had to out-top him. Then he gets naked, starts running around the campfire, scaring everybody with a goddamn Michael Myers mask and a lantern. So that's
let me ask you a question.
That's how it, LC, that's how it escalated. I didn't expect me pulling a prank would escalate to that.
Why is it that, let me ask you a question because you're white, you're a white boy. Why is it that when white boys get drunk, they be doing some gay shit?
I have no idea because
I'm gonna do this. I've gotten drunk around black people. We get fucked up. We blazing.
Yeah.
I've gotten fucked up around my Spanish people. We get fucked up. We start blazing. But white people always be thinking some gay shit when they get
I don't
drunk.
know. I guess my buddy Tommy and Eric thought like being naked was funny. And you know what's funny is they're zero gay. They both have girlfriends. They're not gay.
That doesn't mean anything.
They're not gay at all.
Nothing. Ew, that could be on the down low.
Well, Eric.
That don't mean nothing. I know people that are married and they're gay.
Well, I've known Eric and Tommy my whole life. Tommy just got married, and he's got a nice lady, and Eric's been married to his lady for like 5 or 6 years now. They're not gay. They just thought it would be fucking funny. And I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I mean, I thought it was funny, but eventually I got sick of it. I was like, all right, it's time to put on some clothes. It's really time to put on some clothes.
Yeah.
But I swear, LC, it escalated to this. I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I said, I'll bring my Michael Myers mask. I'll bring my mechanic suit. And I pulled a little prank. I thought, oh, we're going camping. I said, I know what I'll do. This is what I did. I said, hey, guys, I said, I'm tired. I think I'm going to, like, call it a night. I have the mechanic suit in my tent. I zip up the tent. I put the mask on. Get the mechanic suit. Then on the other side of the tent, there's another, like, there's a back door. I unzipped it quietly, went into the woods. I waited in the woods for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I let him get good, nice, and drunk. Eric's, well, it was his girlfriend then, now it's his wife. I waited till her and her girlfriend got up. They're going near the cooler to get some more beer. Eric's near them. I thought this is the perfect moment. I'll jump out. I'll scare the absolute shit out of them. It'll be funny, right? So I dive out. I scare the shit out of them. But with my friends, it's always like, hey, I got to out-top Fears. I got to out-top Trent. I got to out-top this guy. And then it escalated to that crazy shit. Anyway.
No, man, you gotta be careful, yo, because hey, I got gay people in my family, so I got nothing against gay people, but
I don't either. I don't either.
You hang around these gay white people that they try to turn you gay or some crazy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. No.
Play gay games.
No. My buddy Eric and my buddy Tom, they just thought it'd be funny. They're not gay, and I'm cool with gay people, but I like the ladies. So yeah, I was hanging out with my buddy Eric for 5 days, man. We went. You should have came to that convention. I got some good shit at that convention, man. Oh, you missed a good one.
So when your boy came through, who brought the baby oil? You or him?
Oh, fuck you, man. There was no baby oil. No. I tell you what he did. I'll tell you what he did come through, man. He bought so much booze. We were boozing it up Friday night. That was a fun night.
I thought you would have maybe done a live stream with him or something. You didn't do that.
No, Eric doesn't like to be on camera. Yeah, he doesn't like getting his photo taken. He's never been into filming. The only time I've seen him get into filming.
Hey, after that whole Pete Diddy thing, he's afraid you're gonna record him too.
No. He's always like he told me, he goes, Fears. He goes, I hate it when I have to take a photo with my family member. He just doesn't like getting his photo taken.
Dang.
But the only time
I could just imagine his wedding picture. It's just his wife standing there.
Well, no. Now sometimes he makes exceptions. Like
I know. I'm just fucking around, man.
Fucking around. Like when we were at Atomic Horror.
That would be fun.
When we were at Atomic Horror, we took a couple pictures together. He's just kind of shy. He doesn't like filming and stuff. But every once in a while, he'll want to film. Like, he goes, Fierce, you know me and filming, but he loved the idea of making a Jackass movie, like, on our own, so he filmed that. So every once in a while, he surprises me, but he doesn't really like getting his photo taken. So what did you do the last couple of days?
Well, I was making videos for my other channel.
Oh, yeah?
Talking about, but it was like more supernatural, like about witches, about time travel.
Well, that's
you know
perfect.
What I mean?
That's perfect because it's the Halloween season, like witches and shit.
Yeah. What else? I've been doing shit like that, and then getting ready for this hurricane thing.
Oh, I know, that's nuts.
I had to work today.
Yeah.
But then I went to work, right, and then I got home, and then just like an hour ago, not even, like maybe 30 minutes ago, my boss called me.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, you don't have to come back to work until further notice.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
So that most likely that'll be till Friday, and I still get paid for all the days. They'll still pay me.
Well, hey, man, if you want to hang out sometime this week, let me know because, you don't have to go into work.
Hey, let's hang out on Wednesday in the middle of the hurricane. I'll bring my surfboard.
There you go. Just surf on.
You know what I did do?
Surf on over.
No, for hurricane. Damn, but what was that hurricane? That big hurricane that caused me to move to Florida to Orlando in the first place.
Yeah.
I used to live in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And then we had that hurricane. I think it's Hurricane Irma, the big one that happened, right?
Yeah.
And then it caused destruction down there, and I had to move to Orlando. So when that Hurricane Irma was happening, in the middle of the hurricane, right? Me and my brother-in-law that you met, Route City.
Yeah.
Me and my brother-in-law, we go on, we're running around the street, right? It's raining. That rain, it feels like nails.
Yeah.
Like nails are piercing your body, bro. We'll go outside, we're running around the whole damn block, bro. We're running, and then you can feel that water like piercing our skin. I was like, oh shit. And then I don't know why the hell, we went on the roof and started fucking around in the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we started doing some dumbass shit in the middle of that Hurricane Irma, bro. You know what I mean?
You started.
Yeah, we did it.
Damn. You started.
Because we were having a hurricane party. You know what I mean?
You started fucking your brother-in-law on a roof. Damn, that's nuts.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of most likely I might have a hurricane party here, just chill, and maybe live stream until the power goes out or something.
There you go. Well, like the first one over here, it passed me by. My power only went out 3 times. The first time only went out for 5 minutes. The other 2 times went out for 30 seconds. So I got off lucky. Nothing happened. I was prepared. I had all the canned food and the water and my emergency kit, the whole 9 yards, buddy.
Well, just so you know, they're saying that we're not going to get much rain. It's going to be wind.
All right. Well, like I said,
we're going to be getting mainly wind, not water.
Well, maybe like once it passes, I can come over and we can hang out because I definitely want to hang out. Before your Christmas party, buddy.
Hell yeah, we definitely gotta hang out and chill. You already know, man. We were gonna do it the other day and we couldn't do it. So.
Yeah. Well, it was either Yakov or somebody told me to watch the. I can't remember. Someone told me to watch the new Indiana Jones. Oh no, Joey told me to watch the new Indiana Jones video game trailer. We have got to play that. I did a live reaction. That fucking Indiana Jones video game was off the fucking chain, dude. It looked amazing.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I seen the trailer. I want to check it out.
Well, I hadn't seen the trailer yet. It's called Indiana Jones and the.
Yeah, there's a trailer. I seen the trailer when they first.
It's called something Indiana Jones and the Circle of something. I can't remember. And man, that was like you get to use his whip. You get to swing off of trees and shit, shoot people. I was like, me and LC have got to live stream this fucking game whenever it comes out. It comes out in December, buddy. So we'll have to. Yeah. So you'll have to get it. Or I'll buy it for you if you want. If that's what you want for Christmas, I'll get something and we'll fucking live stream the shit out of that. Yeah.
All right, we'll see what's up. We'll plan it out for sure.
Well, now that my friend's gone, now I've got some more time to hang out, buddy. Because man, when he came in on Thursday and he left late Sunday. Like I dropped him off like at 7 something. His flight took off at 9. We went to. Echo Base. Have you ever went to Echo Base comic book store?
No.
That's a great toy. We should go there. That's a great toy store. We bought some shit there. Then we went to Atomic Horror, which was awesome. I gotta take you there. That place is. I got this at. Oh wait, I got this at the mall.
Atomic what?
Atomic here.
Atomic horror?
Atomic Horror.
Oh, horror. I think you said horror.
No, I mean there was.
I'm like, where the fuck are the atomic horrors at?
I mean, you know, there was some.
That shit sounds like you go to a strip club with some.
Listen. There was some hot goth girls there. So
that shit sounds like a strip club.
There was some hot goth girls there at Atomic Horror. No, they have everything. They have everything there. They had mugs, pins, T-shirts. They've got photo ops there too. You walk in, they got a 6-foot statue of Jason that you can take photos with. It was awesome. They had fucking Tar Man there from Return of the Living Dead, like in the little fucking barrel and shit. I gotta take you there, buddy. It's fucking great in there. That's one of the best stores, like nerdy, like horror movie stores I've ever went in. It's fucking great. We did that. Eric did. Let's see. He went to Halloween Horror Nights. Before that, then we did Jeff's convention, and we stayed there for 5-6 hours. Then we went and saw a movie. Then we got some BK Lounge. Like we were all over the fucking place. It was a great.
That's good. That's good. Are you all set up for the hurricane? You got everything ready?
I got it all ready. I got canned food, water. I got my emergency hurricane kit. I'm ready to rock. I got everything.
I mean, not everything. You don't got a piece of pussy.
Well, that's true. That would help.
You know what I mean?
That would help.
Wait.
Well, you know what, buddy?
Hey, that would definitely keep you warm at night.
Now, see, you know the reason why I love you is you make me laugh, and you just like to dig that fucking knife in, man. You know what, Piers? You haven't had pussy in 5 years. Yeah, I know. I fucking know. I know that I don't have pussy in 5 years. Yeah, I got you.
Trust me, it hurts me. It hurts me. I wish I could hook you up with somebody.
Yeah, get me a shorty. Hurry it up. I need it. No, I'm sure she'll come, man. All in good time. I'm sure I'll find her. I haven't. Listen, man, I haven't gave up hope. Because if you
she's probably out there looking for you, and you won't even know it.
Exactly. Because if you give up hope, then you'll never find her. So I'll find her. I'll find her. You know. Plus, I want to find a really cool girl like your wife. Your wife is like one of the coolest chicks I've ever met.
Well, she's one of a kind.
Yeah, but she's always been really nice to me. I gotta find a really cool chick like your wife, man. She is like the nicest lady I've ever met. I gotta find a girl like that, man.
Yep. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of work to get her just like I wanted.
And like my buddy Eric, like Aaron, he's got a really nice wife. Like Aaron is like my really good friend. She's like the sister I never had. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a really nice lady. So yeah, man. And then the dude just got engaged. Did you see that?
Oh, that's what's up.
So it was in the it was in your Discord. He showed his wife's hand, and she had the ring on.
I did see that.
So I don't know the dude's fiance's name, so I just wrote, "Hey, dude, congrats. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck in life, and enjoy life together. And I wish him the best. So I hope it all works out. And he got her a really nice ring. So that's what's up.
Hey man, everybody out there is looking for love. You know what I mean? People that got love, just stop fucking around. You know what I mean? It ain't worth the bullshitting, no cheating, no none of that shit.
So what do you think of the new hat, man?
Hey Bob, what's up?
Yeah.
Headphones?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Mine's over here. Why? Okay, you get these headphones and just plug them in there.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Just get one of my AirPods. Really?
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Take your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Take your time.
Connected to that, but you know how to do it, right?
We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Chilling.
And then search for Samsung Galaxy Live, whatever the hell. I'm gonna disconnect from my 7-year-old.
No, I got you.
Too, because my 7-year-old is freaking. Oh man, I feel a parent's worst nightmare, yo. His molar is cracked, and then it's loose. The tooth in front of that one is loose. One is growing in.
That sucks, man.
crying, complaining about it. There's nothing worse than a 7-year-old with a toothache.
Well, I get it. I mean, you know, whenever a kid is like hurting, I mean, I get it. Well, tell the little guy to hang in there. Tell the little, I'm praying for him. Tell the little guy I'm praying for him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it, give him whatever the hell he wants to just get his mind off it. But you know what? A toothache will make a grown ass man start crying.
Oh yeah, fucking.
Imagine a 7-year-old.
Dude, a toothache.
I mean, I just feel. I wish I could just take it all away and I could take that.
LC, you are not bullshitting. A toothache fucking sucks religiously. It sucks. Oh my god. I would rather somebody break my arm than to have a fucking toothache. Yeah. But hey, what do you think of the new hat, man?
It looks good. You know that when I was first watching you on stream, it took me a minute to notice. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, Michael Myers, and then I got this one. Ghostbuster.
That was nice.
So I'm probably gonna wear this one tomorrow, but I decided to go with my favorite, Michael, today. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they look good. They look good.
So everybody was kind of disappointed that I didn't get to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I said the key word is I can't help it that I have Crohn's. I said the key word is I haven't went yet. I said I'm still going.
But did you buy the tickets?
I bought the tickets, but because I got sick when I was at the front office, I said, Eric, I've already puked like 2 or 3 times. I said, you go and have fun. And Eric's like, Fierce, you should go refund your money and just go on another day. I said, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I went up to the office. I said, what's easier, refunding my money or just switching the ticket to another day? And the lady's like, there's such a long line. I would just get your money back and use that same money and buy another ticket. I said, I'll just do that. Because I was like, I'm not fucking waiting in a line for 3.5 hours to refund it to another fucking day. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, just give me my money back. So it all worked out. I was like, I'll just go another day. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Like with the price of it. I'm
yeah.
really nice to you. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing worse, like I said, than a 7-year-old. I even told my 23-year-old, my son, I told him, hey, my 23-year-old, his birthday is on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he's going to be 24.
Oh, man, the good old days. The good old 20s. Well, tell him happy birthday for me.
Yeah, let him know for sure.
Well, tell him happy birthday, and then tell the little guy that I feel bad for him, and tell him I'll pray for him this weekend when I'm at church, all right?
Yeah, I told my oldest, I said, yo, on your way home, stop by this Walmart, get me some oral gel.
Because a fucking toothache, oh my God, it's the worst. I swear, I would rather someone break my arm and punch me in the face than have a toothache.
No, and it all depends on what's the tooth. Like, one is the molar.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the tooth in front of the molar, because the tooth in front of the molar is about to get loose because the new one is growing in.
Yeah. Speaking of...
So but his molar is cracked. So
that's
now
nuts.
he has 2 teeth, 2 of them right next to each other that are fucked. And a molar is no joke.
That's nuts.
You can't just pull out a molar. You can pull out a tooth, but
yeah.
a molar is a whole thing.
Well, speaking of horror movies, LC, that like a toothache is like a horror movie in itself. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's really painful. But, I mean, I'm glad that right now, like I said, he's taking his mind off and he's doing his own thing. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I got to get him.
Well, tell him I'll definitely be praying for him at church this weekend. And like I said, sometime this week, just give me a call and we'll hang out.
Hell yeah, bro, definitely. We'll definitely chill and hang out.
Because I got nothing else going on until a week or 2 from now. Because that's when I'm going to go to Disney for my birthday and do all the Halloween stream in a couple of weeks. So I got nothing going on this week, just except for work.
Oh yeah, when do you go back to work?
Tonight. So I took last Thursday off because that's when my buddy Eric got here till Sunday. So I'm going in tonight.
But I'm sure you're off tomorrow for the hurricane.
We'll see. Depends on what my boss has to say. I don't know. We'll see because that's when the hurricane.
Yeah, there's not going to be work for nobody on Wednesday. The hurricane comes on Wednesday.
Yeah, so he'll probably have me work tonight, and then depending on because like I asked him about it, and he said, "Well, just have your phone handy. I'll shoot you a text." He goes, "Most likely, Fears, they'll shut that place down." And I said, "Well, I don't want to miss work," so I said, "Dude, can you send me a text just to confirm it?" And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll keep you updated." My boss, LC, my boss is really good at like updating the workers. You know, like he's really cool about like, "Hey, just we'll play it by ear. I'll update you." And I was like, "All right, sounds good." So yeah,
nice.
I'm almost guaranteeing.
When you go to work today, they'll give you the good news.
Yeah, I'm almost guaranteeing that they're not going to have us work on that Wednesday. I'm almost...
No, everybody, like I said, that's the thing, though. Same thing with me. I was supposed to, when I went to work this morning, my boss said, okay, today we're going to do this, just to make sure, and then tomorrow we're going to work, and then Wednesday is off, and then we'll play it by ear Thursday.
Yeah.
Then he called me today, and he said, yo, don't even bother coming in tomorrow. They said nobody comes in until further notice, so most likely till Friday.
Well, I hope that it passes us by, because at the beginning of the stream, I told all my all the fans, I was like, I got damn lucky. I said my power only went out for like 5 minutes and then 30 seconds, but I said, man, everybody else, like in Tampa got hit really bad, Fort Lauderdale, Miami got hit real bad, Panama City got hit real bad. So I said my heart goes out to all those people that got affected by the hurricane. People like lost their jobs and got some people got killed and some of their houses got destroyed and shit.
Yeah, really bad. Like,
so I already called my pastor and said, hey, I don't know any of these people, but hey, put all the hurricane people that put all of them on the prayer list. And so my pastor was like, no worries, he put all those people on the prayer list, man. Wow. So I'm definitely praying for him because, man, fucking hurricanes suck. It just affects everyone's lives and it's a bunch of fucking horse shit, you know. So, yeah.
Yep, that's a problem with living here in Florida, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, but like I said, sometime this week, we will definitely hang out. We got to get an unboxing going or a live stream going, buddy.
Yeah, man, go ahead, do your thing. I'm happy, dog. I'm happy I don't have to work for the next few days, so I'll probably go live later on Heroes and Villains.
All right.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. And then on Wednesday, I might go and do a hurricane party. So what that means is I'll be live. I'll probably have like live footage of the hurricane.
Oh yeah.
In the background of the stream, and then we'll just be talking shit until the lights go out, if they go out.
Because I was hanging out with my friend Eric for 5 days. Did I miss any Marvel watches? Did I miss anything?
No. So Saturday, remember I was supposed to watch Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't do it this Saturday because I had the plumber. And some plumbing happened on Saturday. Yeah. Which really, so I couldn't do it. So next Saturday we'll be watching Thor. Thor'd up next Saturday. Sweet. Because, dude. All right, my friend. I'll be hitting you up. And then we'll be chilling.
Oh, yeah, we will.
And then, once again, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Because I'm telling you, man, before you go, I did a Classic Fears. I spent about 5 minutes watching Incredible Hulk with you. And then all of a sudden, I fucking nodded off. And then all of a sudden, I woke up and it was fucking credits rolling. And I was like, son of a bitch, I missed it.
Well, don't worry. Wait till next Saturday so you can miss it again.
No, I'm not going to miss him, man. I'll be wide awake because I fucking love Thor. I'm not missing Thor with that fucking hammer. That's not happening. No. I'm not missing that.
Yo, you know I'm going to be watching Thor with Mjolnir.
And I know you're going to have that. I know you're going to have that fucking great Thor hammer in your hand. You son of a bitch. You are going to... I'm buying that off of you one day. I don't care what it takes. I'm buying that fucking hammer off of you one day. It's happening. All right, man. I'll see you.
All right, my friend. I'll holler at you, bro. Take care, man. I'll holler at you on the next one.
But yeah, give me a call and we'll make it happen this week and hang out.
Yeah. Hopefully once next weekend comes after this whole hurricane bullshit, then we can plan it again for the following Saturday.
Yeah, I'm down, buddy. I'm down.
All right, my friend. Take care, brother. I'll holler at you later.
Later. Peace.
Yeah.
Good old LC. I'm sorry that I'm behind on the comments, guys. Let me scroll up here. Let me see here. Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you. Here, let me, let's see, the last thing I read, let's see, So give me a second to catch up with everything. The last thing I read was John saying that Bruce Lee does not count. I disagree, John. I think Bruce Lee totally counts. Kung Fu-ing the shit out of motherfuckers. How can you, John, listen, John, we're friends, and you're a great fan, but how can you deny fucking Bruce Lee? That fucking 1-inch punch, he's like, oh yeah, you gonna fuck with me? Yeah? Come on over. And he goes like that, and just fucking punches the shit, and the guy goes flying across. Bruce Lee's the fucking man. Visions goes, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Visions, I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Let's see. Yakov says, white people go and sleep in their car, then hit up the strip club under a code name. This is true. I've been there, Yakov. I hear you. Let's see. Vision says, I once brought Yakov to completion in his sleep as a prank. Damn. That's impressive. That's nuts. Yakov says, Eric and Tom were trying to convert Fears, but Fears is super straight. No, they weren't trying to do that. You know what it was? Yakov, I'm being dead honest. I love my buddy Eric as a brother. I love my buddy Tom as a brother. They just tried out top. Everybody tries out top. I did a simple Michael Myers prank, and he said, Fears, I got a fucking great idea. He goes, I'll just fucking go do this. And I'm like, you're not doing that. And he's like, Fears? He's like, give me that mask. And I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm telling you, I'm like, dude, let's just leave it at that. I'm like, that prank was great. I was dressed up as Michael Myers. I jumped out of the fucking woods. I scared the shit out of Erin and her girlfriend. I scared the shit out of Lubes. You know, I said, just leave it at that. And he was like, Fears, he goes, I'm going to fucking scare the shit out of Eric, and I'm going to like go nuts on him as a naked Michael Myers. I was like, all right, Tom, whatever. I'm like, you go off and do whatever you're going to do. I'm like, just know, I'm not getting nude. Because I just don't get nude in front of guys. I'm like, that's not fucking happening. He's like, Fears, you got to get nude. I'm like, I'm not getting nude. So I'm like, it's not happening. So it was funny. I'll give him that. It was fucking hilarious. Anyway, Nancy says, LOL. I'm trying to catch up here. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Richie? I'm sure you've been in the chat for quite a while, but me and LC were having a little chat. He says, hey, Fears, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm losing my voice a little bit, Richie, because me and Eric were hanging out for like 5 days, and we were catching up on old times and like telling stories and drinking booze and going nuts and getting drunk, and I got totally drunk on Friday night. That was great. Me and Eric probably bought way too much booze, so there's a lot of booze left in my fridge. So I'll be good for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't have to buy booze for a couple of weeks. So there it is. And you know what? You know what, Visions? I didn't buy any Crystal Head vodka. Eric does not like Crystal Head. He tried it. He said, Fears, no offense. He goes, I know you like it. He goes, but it's just not my cup of tea. And I was like, Eric, I said, we can drink something else, buddy. So Eric likes Bud Light, and he likes Coors, and he likes Bud Select, and he just likes beer. And I was like, I'm cool with beer. I'm like, I like beer. So we just drank a lot of beer. But yeah. But Richie, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. John says, Fears' hat looks like Donald Trump than Michael Myers. That's not true. That's not true. Look, it's full-on Michael Myers. How can you deny it? That is straight-up Michael Myers. I love this hat. As soon as I saw it in the store, I was like, move over, Empire Strikes Back. Fears is going to wear this for a couple of months. So I'll probably give the Empire Strikes Back hat a little rest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that hat. That hat is fucking great. It's one of my favorite hats at Empire, because Empire Strikes Back is one of the best ones out of the whole set. But this is a new favorite of mine. So I'm going to wear this today, and then tomorrow I'm going to wear my Ghostbuster hat and give that a little whirl. So, yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking. I had to bend the bill. Like, the way I like to wear the hat, it's not straight. I like to just bend it very slightly. And then once you bend it very slightly, then it's good. Because if it's straight, it doesn't look good. You have to just bend it ever so slightly. So, yeah. But no Donald Trump, John. This is full-on Michael. Michael Myers killing motherfuckers. You know? And he finally killed Laurie in one of them. He killed Laurie in Halloween 8. So, yeah. Ain't no party like a hurricane party. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Vision says you guys should play the video game Freak Off. Is that a new one, Visions? Here, let me try to find the video game trailer. Hang on. I've never heard of it. Freak Off. Well, here, let's have a look. See. Well, I mean, Outlast was great. I'll be honest though, Visions. Even though Outlast was like one of the most scariest games I've ever played, it still was a rad fucking game. I mean, even though I got a couple of jump scares out of it, because I really wasn't scared. I just was like, I don't like when things jump out, and I was like, oh shit. But it was still a good game. I loved playing that game with me and Sam. All right, so here, let's see. Freak Off. I mean, I don't know how to find the trailer, so I'm just gonna write Freak Off video game trailer. All right, here we go. Let's see what pops up. Let's see here. Maybe the game is, I don't know, maybe the game hasn't came out, Visions, because I'm not seeing it. Let's see here. Let me scroll down here a little bit. Let's see. What popped up was American Horror Stories, and then some horror movie, video game called C64 Long Gameplay. Let's see here. I don't know. I can't find it. Maybe it hasn't came out yet. It's got a crazy name to it, though. Freak Off. That's kind of nuts. Well, I'll have to ask LC about it, because I can't find it. All right. Let me get back. Let's see here. Richie says hello to everybody, and Vision says hello, Richie. He says, Richie, glad you can still chat on here. Let's see here. I don't know if he's retired, John. I still see Richie making live streams and videos. But yeah. What's up, Brock? What is up, buddy? Good to see you. Richie says, hey, John, what are you smoking? I'm still making content. Well, that's what I thought. I didn't want to put words in your mouth, Richie. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's still making content. I'm like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's still making content. So there it is. So there we go. Let's see. Maybe you can work. Oh, Lord. I'm not going to say that. Fears, did you hear Richie retired? He didn't retire. He didn't retire. I don't believe it, Yak Off. That's probably a vicious rumor. He didn't retire. Richie, keep doing those live streams, buddy. Let's see. Vision says, hey, LC, you should give him some vodka. No, Visions, you're hilarious. You don't want to give a little kid some vodka. You can give me some vodka, but you don't want to give a little kid vodka. But that was pretty funny, Visions. That was pretty funny. Oh, Lord, the chat's going nuts. Anyway, the chat is going nuts. I'm sorry that I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up here. I really am. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Brock says, I love Freak Off. LC knows what it is. All right, I'll ask him about it. Because now has the video game trailer dropped? Because I couldn't find it, Visions. But whenever me and LC hang out, I'll be like, hey, like, pull up on the internet some video game trailer called Freak Off. Because I'm telling you, I love playing scary, like, horror movie games. Like, I'll be honest, the only one I didn't like, though, Visions, me and Sam played that, what's that tall guy, like, in the woods? Slender Man. Slender Man was so boring and so dumb. I'm like, you have to find all these newspapers in the woods, and a tall, slender man, like, is way in the back, and then it zooms up into your face and kills you. I was like, this is the most boringest video game I've ever seen in my entire life. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Dr. Jenkins? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, now I'm finally caught up. So if I missed anyone's comments, I apologize. All right. Let's see. So I already told all the Eric stories. All right. Let me do the Kissimmee. What's up, Doc? Nice Bugs Bunny quote there, buddy. And what's that, Doc? Bugs Bunny is fucking great. That guy's fucking hilarious. Oh, Lord. What's that fucking quote out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like he fucking dives off and they're like flying through the air. He's like, yeah, what's up, Doc? Jumping without a parachute? Kind of dangerous. He's like, you guys got a spear? That one's great. I do, but I don't think you want it. I do. Give it to me. That fucking scene's great, Visions. Well, I was going to watch a horror movie last night, but classically, after 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine, Fears fell asleep. So tonight, I've got to catch up. Jason Cool has already watched more horror movies than Fears. So Jason, that has to end. So I'm watching 2 horror movies tonight to try and catch up. So tonight, I'm watching Imaginary. And some horror movie that I found for like 50 cents at Goodwill. The Tall Man. So these. Yeah. Dr. Jenkins says, you know what, Fears? I like that hat. Well, thanks, buddy. And you are correct. It is new. I bought it a couple of days ago on whenever Eric was in town. So, yeah. Good old Michael Myers. I love it. Love it. All right. So let me pull up the Collector Fest information. It was a lot of fun. Eric never went to my buddy. Now, Eric has heard about my buddy Jeff. So we get there, and Jeff was like, oh, this is the famous Eric. And Eric said, hey, I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. And then Eric said, you must be the famous Jeff. And he goes, Fears has told me all about you and your conventions. And Jeff said, Fears has done the same thing. And he goes, it's nice that Fears has got a really cool, like, lifelong friend. That was nice of Jeff to say that. Because Jeff is me and Jeff have been friends. I met Jeff in 2021 is the first time I went to one of his conventions. So me and Jeff have been friends for a while. So 2021, 22, 23, 24. So 4 years, me and Jeff have been friends. And then me and Eric have been friends for over 20 years. So Jeff looked at Eric and he was like, so what do you guys think of my convention? And Eric was like, there's a lot of tables. There was like 175 tables. Tons of vendors, tons of collectibles, and they didn't just have toys. They had some replica movie props, some real movie props, but the prices were going nuts. So I didn't buy any replicas. I bought some. I showed you guys what I got. I got some trading cards, and I got some pins and some stickers and stuff. So all in all, it was a good show. I highly suggest the show. If you're ever in the Florida area, the Kissimmee Collectors Fest next year, because Jeff does that one every single year. Totally suggest it. It's an awesome show. You should totally check it out. It's really good. But yeah, John says, you know what, Fears? It's a Donald Trump, Michael Myers mashup. You lie! It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's all Michael O. Myers. Michael Myers. It's all about Michael Myers. So there it is. Anyway, see ya. Yakov, you and Richie were getting kind of spicy in the chat. I didn't read the whole 9 yards, but yeah, let's see. Richie says, do you think I give a rat's ass, Yakov? Block me, I don't care. You're the one trolling. Damn! That was saucy. Richie, you tell him. You tell Yakov. That's right. I'm neutral on the situation. Yakov, you tell Richie. Richie, you tell Yakov. Come on. Let's all be friends. Let's all harmony. What does my hat always say? Good vibes. Let's keep the good vibes a-rolling. Keep the good vibes a-rocking. So yeah. Keep the good vibes a-rocking, my friends. So, Yakov, I need to ask you a question. Because I told you, my favorite episode so far of Deep Space Nine, my two favorite would go in this order. Past Tense is without a doubt the greatest fucking episode. Greatest. I love Past Tense. I should watch it again tonight. I'm not going to because I need to watch newer episodes, but that's my favorite. And then my second favorite is Trials and Tribulations because of two reasons. One, I like the original Tribble episode that they kind of like matched. Troubles with Tribbles out of the original series with Kirk and Spock. And then when they decided to put their little twist on it and have them time travel and kind of wiggle in between that episode, like not changing the timeline, that's fucking great. And I watched all the behind the scenes of it and I was like, this is fucking amazing, dude. I'm like, I love this episode. I'm like, rock on. That's another thing, Yakov, that me and Eric like, at least you give a shit about Star Trek. Eric's like, Fears, as long as you like it, good for you. Because I was like, Trent, Eric, not Trent. Eric was. We were at the con, and Eric was like, "Are you gonna get that Star Trek shit, Fears?" I'm like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I?" And he's like, "Fears." He goes, "I'm not trolling you." He goes, "What is it with you and Star Trek?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, just my dad introduced me to it, and then I watched some episodes by myself. I just like it. And he was like, "That's cool. That's cool, Fears." But he doesn't like Star Trek whatsoever, Yakov. And I was like, "That's why we're always different, Eric." I said, "That's what makes us good buddies. You like what you like. I like what I like. You know." So yeah. No, nothing. Nothing, Yakov. Yakov says, "Damn, Lubes." Well, I call him Lubes. That's his nickname. His real name is Eric Luber, and I call him Lubes for short. No, nothing, Yakov. He says, "Damn, Lubes isn't into Star Trek." Nothing. Oh, I've tried, Yakov. I've tried to sit him down. I've tried to sit him down and be like, "Dude, just watch a couple episodes." And I think he's watched maybe like 1 or 2 episodes, and he's like, "Fears, I'm just not into it." And I'm like, "All right, fair enough." So I've tried Yakov. I really have. I've tried a couple times over the years, and he's just not having it. So I'm like, "All right, I'm not going to force you to do something that you don't want to do." So I'm like, fair enough. Fair enough, buddy. All right, here, let me pull something up because I want to read something because I'm forgetting what else was at the convention because Jeff went nuts with this convention. I mean, there was so much shit to do there. It was like, it's not his biggest con, but it's one of his biggest cons. I mean, it was huge this weekend. It was nuts. I got tons of footage there. So the Eric trip is going to be a nice long vlog for you guys. So I hope you really enjoy it. And before I left, Jeff was like, "Fears." He actually apologized to me, which I told him. I said, "Listen." He was like, "Fears, tell your fans I'm real sorry." He goes, "And Fears, I'm apologizing to you." And at first I didn't know what he was on. I said, "What do you got to?" I'm like, "Why are you apologizing to me, Jeff?" He goes, "Well, Fears, I keep saying that you and me are going to do a vlog together at Disney." I said, "Dude, we can do that anytime." I said, "You're busy. I'm fucking busy at work and shit." I said, "You know," I said, "And then we got this hurricane shit going on, blah, blah, blah." I said, "When you get some free," he goes, "Well, tell your fans that it is going to happen. Just, Fears, you know that I'm that busy. I've got like 15 shows a year." I'm like, "Dude," I didn't get angry, Yakov. I just said, I said this exact line after he got done meeting Eric because him and Eric were chatting for a good 10, 15 minutes, and I didn't want to interrupt because I wanted them to, introduce each other. And Eric was like, "Hey, Fears, before we leave, I got to use the restroom." So when Eric went off to the restroom, that's when he apologized to me. I said, "Dude, my fans get it." I'm like, "They get it." I'm like, "I get it. You're busy." And I said, "Jeff, you're busy." I said, "Why would I get mad at you for doing what you love?" I said, "You love doing these conventions. You're one of the only guys that I know that does conventions in Florida." I said, "I'm sure there's others," but I said, "Jeff, I really like your show." I said, "You put on a hell of a show." And he was like, "Well, thanks for understanding, Fears." I was like, "That's what friends are for, buddy." I'm like, "No worries." I'm like, "Quit." I said, "Jeff, quit sweating the small stuff." And he was like, "I appreciate that, Fears." He goes, "Tell your fans he goes, Fears, I'll make you a deal." He goes, "Tell your fans that we're for sure going to do it." And Fears, look at me. And he said this, "I swear we're going to do it." I said, "That's good enough for me, buddy." I said, "That is good enough for me." So, I don't know when, but at some point we're going to do that. It'll be worth the wait. Because you guys know me, I'm always up for a Disney adventure. All right. Let me pull up the, because he always writes a bunch of stuff after the convention. So, Florida Toy Shows and Expos.com. So here we go. It was the Kissimmee Collectors Fest is back for the fall. Over 175 tables, toys, comics, and more. Saturday, October 5th, from 9 a.m. to 4. And he had it at the same place that he usually has it at. That's a big convention center that he usually has it at. For kids 12 and under, get in for free. Adult ticket pricing, it was only $10, so I was like, that's not too bad. There was some new vendors there with some new tables. I went up, and this guy had, oh my god, he had nothing but Star Trek props. He had like replicas of like Darth Vader's lightsaber. He had replicas of Lord Sidious, like his cloak that he wears. I was gonna get some stuff, but the only trouble is, one, the guy had going nuts prices, and I'm like, I could see if they were real props. They were all replicas. But like for like Lord Sidious's like black cloth, he wanted like $320. I was like, that's not happening. Bad pricing. Now I didn't say that to his face, Yakov, but I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I could see it if he had the entirety of Lord Sidious's like costume from head to toe. He just had the cloak, and I'm like, $320 for fucking what? No, crap, garbage. No. Way too price. Wasn't even the real prop. It was a fucking replica. Then all the lightsabers, he wanted like $200, $300, $400. I offered him a price. I thought for a replica of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, I thought $90 was a fair price. And he was like, nah, I'm sorry, man, I can't do that. He goes, that's a little low. He wanted like $200 for it. And I said, no offense, man. I said, I think that's a little high. You know, and I said, I think 90 is a good price. And he wouldn't budge. So I said, well, I'm going to have to pass. So I didn't get any real or replica props this time around. But I tried. I definitely did try. So it is what it is. I tried, Yakov. I'm going to get back to the comments in a minute. I just saw that one. Yakov, I was haggling. I was negotiating. This guy, there was no room for negotiation. He said, hey, look, bro, $320. And I was like, no wiggle room? And he was like, zero wiggle room. And I was like, all right. I said, well, there's nothing I can do then. So, yeah. But overall, I'm going to give the Kissimmee Collectors Fest a 9 out of 10. So good job, Jeff. It was a good convention, and my buddy loved it because he was like, "Fierce, is this the guy that you told me about that you do all the shows with?" I said, "Oh yeah," and he was like, "Well, tell Jeff it's a good show." And I was like, "You can tell him yourself whenever you get there." And then they met, and Eric got along with Jeff, and Jeff got along with Eric, and he said, "Hey man, this is a hell of a show." So it all worked out. Let's see. Vision says it's the best hat. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm glad you like it. And Visions, I know you like Jason a lot more. So for you to say that this is the best hat, I appreciate that, my friend. I really do. From one horror movie master to another, that was a very nice compliment, and I really appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. Other people make hats not as good as that hat. People say it's the best hat they ever seen. There you go. Well, recently I got rid of a lot of hats because I was like, I don't wear that one. I'll take that one to Goodwill. I'll take that one to Goodwill. I'll take that one to Goodwill. So every couple of years, I'm like, I don't wear that shirt anymore. I don't wear that. I don't wear that. So I clean up my my closet. Out with the old, in with the new. Now, unless it's like a shirt that I love, that's when I'll keep it. But I'm like, I haven't worn that shirt or that hat in like 4 years. I'm getting rid of it. Let somebody else enjoy it, you know? So, yeah. Any freebies lately? I like free. Oh, I got a bunch of free stuff, Dr. Jenkins. I got a bunch of free stickers at the conventions. I got, some of these were free. Not all of them, but, the one guy that I get all the movie trading cards from, that's all he does. His whole table is like new and old trading cards. Because when I was a kid, I still have it, Dr. Jenkins. When I was a kid, one of my hobbies was collecting old and new baseball cards. I have an album just filled to the fucking brim with baseball cards. And now as an adult, you guys know I love movies, so I love getting like TV and movie trading cards. And I started that project. So tonight or tomorrow before work, I'm gonna put these cards in my album and organize them. And he was like, "Fears, you're a good guy." He's like, "Just pay for 1 or 2 of these cards, and then I'll give you like 4 or 5 of them for free. And I was like, I like that. Way to go, buddy. So, yeah. So, not everything, Dr. Jenkins, but I got a couple of freebies. You know, a couple freebies. And then I'm really excited. Walter in the Discord and in the chat, he wrote me a few days ago, I don't know what's coming, but he said, hey, Fears, I know your birthday's coming up. He goes, I know you want to know. And I was like, I do. And he goes, well, it's a surprise. He goes, you think that the movie, the Vigo the Carpathian poster was great that I sent you? Oh, just wait until you see what I send you for your birthday. And I was like, any hints? He was like, no, Fears. I want you to unbox it. He goes, don't wait until fucking Christmas. He goes, unbox it before your birthday. I was like, all right. I said, I haven't checked the P.O. box in a couple of days, but I said I will. So probably by the end of this week or next week, I will check it to see. But he said that he already sent it out. And he goes, Fears, let me put it this way. He goes, it out-tops the Vigo poster that I was like, I don't know if he can top that, man. I'm like, that was pretty good. It wasn't even a poster. It was a canvas. So they took a picture of Vigo and put it like on an actual like art canvas. And I was like, Walter, I love that. I put it in a frame. It's in my bathroom right now. And I love it. And he goes, Fears, trust me. He goes, I've watched you for many years. He goes, you're a great vlogger. You're a great streamer. You're a good guy. You've never done anything wrong. He goes, trust me. It's going to out-top it. I went, all right, fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. So whenever I get it, I'll let you guys know. I will let you guys know. All right, I think I'm going to stop there because I'm getting hungry. This is all I've had all day. Just eating peanuts. I skipped breakfast. I just wasn't hungry. Oh, and I had some orange juice. So orange juice and peanuts. That's it. And so I'm going to make some dinner. So, yeah. But I got a really good compliment from Eric. Eric said, Fears, he goes, how much did you weigh when you came in July? And I said, oh, buddy, I said, that's when I was at my fattest. And he goes, 200? And I said, no. I said, way past that. I said, 240. And he goes, Fears, you've definitely lost weight. He goes, me as your best friend. He goes, I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. He goes, I felt really worried about you, buddy, when I saw you in July. He goes, it seems like you're doing great. He goes, you've lost a lot of weight, Fears. He goes, you still got a little ways to go, but he goes, me as your best friend, he goes, I'm telling you, you've lost a lot of weight. I said, I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate the compliment. He goes, I can see it. He goes, your face, your neck used to be like out to here. He goes, your neck's shrunken. He goes, you look a lot better. I said, well, I look better and I feel better, buddy. And then he said, how many days a week are you working out? I said, just 3 right now. I said, I'm trying to get up to like 4 or 5 days a week. I said, plus I've changed my diet around. I said, I eat healthy all through the week. And then on the weekends, I like treat myself. Maybe do like a little Hardee's or a little BK Lounge or a little Wendy's. Oh, yeah. So I said, only junk food on the weekend. During the week, I eat like salads and soup and water and fruit and vegetables and all the stuff that I need to be eating. So, yeah. By the way, Visions, Eric fucking lost his mind. So I'm showing him your website, and he goes, Fears. He goes, I'm fucking losing it, man. And I said, about what? He goes, that fucking sticker of the Wendy's sticker is making me laugh. He fucking lost his mind, Visions, when he saw that fucking Wendy's sticker. He goes, Fears, I'm either going to buy that Castlevania shirt. I said, why don't you just buy both? I said, buy the Castlevania shirt and buy the fucking Wendy's sticker. He goes, I may have to, Fears. He goes, because I got to admit, he goes, tell Visions, he goes, that fucking Wendy's sticker is fucking hilarious. And I said, he got it from his friend Gothic King Cobra. So I said, Visions didn't say it. Visions heard Gothic King Cobra say it. Visions thought it was fucking hilarious, and he put it on a sticker. So I also showed him Gothic King Cobra, and Eric was having a little chuckle over Gothic King Cobra. So, yeah. But he thought it was fucking hilarious. Anyway. I'll do the top 10s tomorrow, you guys. But I think that's a good place to stop because we've been going for about almost 2 hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Cheers to you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, to my buddy Tommy at excuse me, at TommyNC2010. Follow my buddy Randy at Cameo Man 2021, his main channel. And his second channel at the Mayor of Magic. Follow Fears on TikTok at FearsMan26. Follow Fears right here on Fears Vlogs. Probably FearsMan26 is going to come back around Christmas time, so look forward to that. And last but certainly not least, follow our buddy, our pal, the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch and on YouTube. And because yeah, Sega's great. Sega's awesome. All right, I'm taking off. But enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you guys tomorrow. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Shout out to Michael Myers. Yeah, buddy. All right, bye.